What's up, everybody? Welcome to my Living in Staten Island real estate YouTube channel. My name is George S. Wonica. I am a local realtor right here in Staten Island, New York. And with that being said, if you have any questions on real estate, whether it be real estate, appraisals, mortgage questions, do me a favor. Drop me a line at this number right that you see below, or you could shoot me an email right to that same email address that you see right below. If for whatever reason you can't get me on any of those, you could always hit me up on the social medias that you see right next here. Drop me a DM. Again, drop me a smoke signal if you have to, but make sure you reach out to me if you have any questions about real estate, not just in Staten Island, New York, but potentially any place in the country. And don't forget, if you're watching this video, at the very end of this video, I'm going to give you the best type of rental property to look to buy. So make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video. But with that being said, let's get into today's video. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel, Living in Staten Island, New York, where we give you tips, tricks, and everything having to do with home buying, the home buying process, listing your house, and just selling real estate in general. Today's topic, which we are going to talk about, is rental property. A lot of people want to buy property for investment purposes. They've watched a lot of different videos, whether it be on YouTube, look at things on Google, take one of these classes that say, you want to buy rental property. It is the best investment that you could possibly make. And quite honestly, it's definitely one of the best investments that anybody could ever make. One of the things that rental property always does for people is sometimes will give you what they call passive income or residual income. What residual income basically is, ladies and gentlemen, is it is the income derived after all of the expenses to run that building have been done. So, how do I get into rental property, George? Well, the first thing that you got to do is, depending on what market that you're in, you have to have an understanding of what the rental market is. How much can I get for a specific apartment? A 1-bedroom, a 2-bedroom, a 3-bedroom. What is the normal market value of those apartments? Okay. Part 2, when using and looking at rental property and doing a valuation of that property, you want to make sure you build in a small cushion for incidental things that come up. As many of us know that own homes, we all know that things go wrong in a house. Could be a hot water tank, a heating system, etc., etc., etc. Okay? We got to make those repairs and those fixes. So it's important to build in, when buying rental property, a little bit of a cushion that gets put away for a rainy day. Okay? Or I like to refer to it as my repair fund. So when I have a repair that has to be done, a certain amount of money comes right out of that, so I don't take away from my normal repairs that I do. Tip number 3. A great part of owning rental property is the ability to depreciate that property off of your taxes. So those repairs that we just spoke about, one of the good things is you're able to depreciate that off of your taxable income. So because you're able to do that, it allows you to give almost like a tax shelter while still creating residual wealth. And the number 4th tip to owning rental property centers around the ability of real estate to appreciate and go up in value. It is always known that real estate always has a tendency to potentially appreciate. Is there times where real estate market goes up and down? Absolutely. But if you're holding a property long enough for rental, for residual income, at some point, that asset is hopefully going to appreciate. But for common sense, say that that property doesn't appreciate for whatever reason. You still have residual income coming in from that property and the ability to write it off with whatever mortgage you go for. So rental property is probably one of the best investments that people can ever make. But let me give you the best type of rental property to buy. Are you ready to hear the best type of rental property to buy? Well, here it comes. The best type of rental property to buy is a 2 to 4 family type of property. Now, people say to me all the time, well, George, why wouldn't I buy a 1 family for a rental? And it comes down to this one specific thing. The risk that's associated with rental property is obvious. A tenant decides to stop paying the rent because they lose their job, or they just stop paying. But here's the kicker. If you buy a 1 family property and they stop paying rent, the bills for that property still have to be paid. If you're buying a 2 family property, the bills still have to be paid, but if one person stopped paying rent, you have another rent to help subsidize to pay those bills. In a 1 family property, you don't have that. So a 1 family property of a rental investment perspective in most markets is not the best idea in the opinion of myself. Hey, I want to thank you for watching today's video on rental property. I really appreciate you checking it out. And by the way, again, if you have any questions regarding rental property, investment property, or just a home for yourself, make sure you reach out to me on the number listed below, email, the social medias on this side, or you can leave a message in the comments listed below. But with that being said, make sure, set up a smoke screen if you have to, but get in contact with me if you want to try to build wealth through real estate. And with that being said, we'll make sure you catch you on the next one, but make sure you hit that subscribe button below, because that way, anytime I do a new video, you'll be notified right away. With that being said, we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.